look to even their series with the Astros, and tonight the Dodgers look to take a 3-0 series lead against the Cubs. Matty Johnson's still with us. How confident are you in your Dodgers winning it all?
Well, you know, I feel good about our Dodgers. I think the pitching has been outstanding in the first 2 games, but also the 3 games against Arizona as well. And our relievers have been lights out. And so we got a little grit and grind to us now. We got away from that superstar thing and just really built a really strong team. And we got an excellent manager. Dave has done an outstanding job. So we're excited about Darvish pitching tonight. But, you know, you're playing in Chicago. They got a great fan base. I went all the games last year, the 3 we played back there, and they're outstanding. So one game at a time. So we got to focus on the night, and we got to forget that we're up 2-0, and that's really important.
So back to the NBA, we also have tonight Houston at Golden State.
Yes.
And we have a Chris Paul who's never even been to a conference final, who's now a teammate of a James Harden, who Kevin McHale said the other day has never really been a leader for Houston. So they're teammates. What do you expect? How will they blend and meld?
Well, that's why you got Chris Paul now, so he can lead, right? And let James just concentrate on scoring and doing what he does. I think that they'll play well together, right? They have to learn how to play together, but they'll end up doing it because both of them are smart enough to say, okay, all right, you got it this time, I have it next time. I think that really, to me, Golden State, number 1, I think they're going to win it all again. I think OKC and San Antonio. I think Houston, to me, is the 4th best team.
Really? So you like Oklahoma City a little better than
Yeah, I think I like them because they can score in different ways. They can score outside and they can take it to the rim. And you know, when playoff basketball comes around, it's all about foul trouble, getting to the line, creating fouls. I think OKC will be able to do that a lot better. And then San Antonio. Popovich, best coach in basketball. Kawhi Leonard is top 2 or 3 players in the league. But then they have size and knowledge. One thing about San Antonio, they really play within themselves. They don't get outside their scheme and what they do. So it's tough to beat them in a playoff series.
What about Minnesota? Karl Anthony Towns, Jimmy Butler, Teague, Wiggins. Young team.
And exciting. I think they're going to make some noise. Now we just got to figure out, can they hit enough shots outside?
Right.
Because all those other teams can shoot outside. Right. And if they can hit enough shots outside on the perimeter, they're going to have to be dealt with. I think they have the talent.
Right.
And then Jimmy Butler's tough, mean, so they brought some toughness in. That'll probably take a lot of pressure off of Wiggins. But I still think that there'll be 5, 6 in that range.
Okay.
And I still like the other teams.
So back to the Thunder. Can Russell Westbrook, coming off averaging a triple-double, MVP year, can he sacrifice some of that shine to incorporate those other 2 superstar players into his world?
I think Westbrook will do that. I think because I think he looked up and said, man, did you see when Golden State blasted them every single game? They beat them by over 20 points every single game last year. So he knows he needed talent. He needed help. So when you trade for Paul and then here you trade for Carmelo, you understood. And they probably ran it by him too. Hey, we got a chance to get Paul George. We got a chance to get Carmelo.
Right.
You good with it? He probably signed off. And now they got their big 3 to go up against everybody else's big 3.
Sam Presti did a pretty good job.
Oh, he's outstanding. He's one of the best in the league. He's one of the best in the league. So now they have their big guns, their big 3. What bothers me about them is their bench.
No depth.
Yeah, that's gonna end up hurting them against a team like Golden State, because Golden State can go all the way 10, 12 deep, and Steve Kerr don't have a problem with putting anybody in at any time. And but I like the fact that Carmelo has something to prove, and he's really gonna try to use this to say, hey, everybody in New York and around the league, I could win on a good team.
Right.
So this is going to be fun to watch them play together, all three of them. But it's going to be a great year for the NBA. This is going to be one of the best years. I'm so excited. I don't know what to do, just for my Lakers, but also for the league as well.
You say it's going to be one of the best NBA seasons, even though the Warriors are such prohibitive favorites?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because you now have teams that you're going to watch because you feel they got a chance, right? Where before you knew, oh, it's over. Don't they gonna win. Now, OKC, I'm looking at them saying, man, they got a shot. You're looking at Houston. You're looking at San Antonio, Minnesota, on and on and on. So these teams have gotten better.
Right.
And so it's great. And then on the East, because of that trade, I'm going to be watching tonight to see what happens. And Boston is good now. And it's good for the league when the Celtics are good.
Right.
And we want the Knicks to come back as well.
We do.
Well, I just want to, have you ever seen, and Skip, when we go back and forth, I've never seen a conference this deep. The Western Conference, every great player with the exception of LeBron James and Kyrie went to the West.
Yeah.
That was already stacked. Magic, have you ever seen anything like this?
No, and what's going to happen, Shannon, is some good teams are going to be left out.
Right.
Of the playoffs. You're talking about only 8 can make it.
Correct.
And so you're going to look up and say the 9th team, the 10th team was pretty good.
Right.
And so but it's good for the fans. And I think that's basketball junkies like myself, we're excited because it's good for the fans because every night you're going to look up, you're going to get to see a really good, either great team or a great player.
Yeah, they're running from Braun. They want to leave. They want a chance to play in the finals. You know, if you're not on Cleveland, you're not going to the finals in the East.
Only one man did not run. Kyrie Irving said, "I'm staying here. I want to go head to head.
We'll deal with
want him."
That's going to be fun.
Well,
That's going to be fun.
tonight.
And we haven't even talked about Toronto, And so it's going to be fun. Those 3 teams are the top.
What about Miami? Joy.
I love Miami. Miami, I'm going to tell you something. As far as 1 through 12, toughness, Miami is the toughest team. I'm talking about mean, tough.
Yeah.
They're going to play their game, and they're going to make the playoffs this year.
But does it concern you, the disparity of the strength in the West? I've never seen the West, to your point, deeper, because we can go down to Denver and Portland and Sacramento.
Right.
They're way better than they were.
Yeah.
And then I look at the East, and clearly Cleveland's the favorite, and then it's Boston and Miami, and then it just sort of tails off into it's lopsided between the conferences. Does that bother you as an executive, as a driving force of the NBA?
No, because again, I want basketball to be good, and we're going to have outstanding basketball games. Look, we haven't even talked about Denver. Denver is a young team on the rise right now.
Jokic.
They are amazing. They can shoot the lights out.
Yes.
And so, what I want is make sure that it's good competitive basketball. And on a nightly basis, whether I'm at the games or league pass, I'm watching, I can just enjoy good basketball. Now, do I want it to continue? I hope that, stars stay. You want to
come to LA.
Okay, come to LA first. Then.
Come to LA.
Hey, I can say that, Shannon, without getting in trouble.
Okay.
Stars, please come to LA. I can't mention no name, but please come. But I love it. I love it because it's going to be a great year for the NBA. It's already been the greatest offseason we've ever had.
Yeah.
We've ever had. And so it's exciting.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, too.
Thank you.
Oh, my friend, it's good to see you, my brother. This is my brother right here.
Yes, sir.
Good
Thank
to see
you.
you again. I'm coming back.
Will the
Coming
Yankees
back.
even their series?
Champion,
Skip and
champion, and champion.
Thank you.